You can definitely tell it's the first week of spring. It is definitely busy. There's guys out planting, there's guys out spreading, there's guys out working fields. Holy, guys out rolling. Me running around trying to like manage the circus. As you can tell, my phone's ringing. That means I gotta go. You can tell it's spring. I'll guarantee you it's seed or parts. I think everyone's good on fuel, but more likely it's gonna be seed or parts. I wasn't wrong, parts. So real quick, what costs $118, weighs 13 pounds, and keeps me from running a loader for 5 months? I'll let you know in a little bit. It's pretty funny. Spring hit, the rodeo's going. It's just another typical spring. Today we got guys out spreading, we got guys out working farm fields up to get planted. My dad, who's in a knee brace, an ankle brace, and walking with a cane and has surgery scheduled for Thursday of this week, is out planting corn. And I gotta hurry up and get that seed tender right there. I gotta hurry up and get that hooked up. But before I do, I had to take a minute here and just kind of explain the video here. Everyone has different ideas of what luck is. Sometimes luck is winning the lottery. Sometimes luck is just getting by the cop who might have had you on his radar gun. Today we had luck going our way in a little different format. I had a loader late last fall. We were on our second to the last field of the season, and then I brought a guy over to grab the loader, and he was gonna drive it to the next field. And all of a sudden he called me and said, "Eric, hey man, we got problems. This thing's blowing black smoke, and she's just lugging hard. Something's wrong." And he originally thought turbo, injection pump, injectors, something probably major let loose. So I went out, picked it up with the low boy, and I didn't have time to deal with it. Swapped out fuel filters. Took it up and down the road, same thing. It just started blowing black smoke and running out of power, and I thought, oh, craps. Fast forward just about 6 months, here we are, May 9th. Sometimes you think you're better than you are. That's all I can say. I'm here working on this 938, and last fall, last field of line that we were spreading, all of a sudden the guy called me, I was running it, or actually Dean called me, he was running it back to the next field, and he calls me and goes, "Hey, this thing, something's wrong, something, injection pump, turbo, something let go. She's blowing black smoke, and I got no power." And so I got there, drove it around a little bit, figured, yeah, something weird's up. We tried the basics, tried changing out fuel filters, because I thought maybe it might be a fuel issue. Well, can honestly say, never had that happen before, so I'm gonna grab a chain, see if I can't pull it back. Apparently when I backed on, it caught a little bit of a shielding, and yeah, it's just that day. Here we go. Our great little plate there decided it should also like half fall off. There was 2 bolts holding it, now there's 1, and then so it went at an angle and everything's kind of binding as I'm pulling, but I think I got enough clearance. The question I had is when I got on the lowboy deck, was it gonna clear everything, or is it gonna start digging in the deck and fold under it worse? So I'll show you a little cheater step. You set your bucket down and you can level out the machine and just see what it's gonna do. So right now you can see we got clearance, and yeah, I think it'll work. We'll back her on. I will tell you, that first step down, that one's gonna suck. So now I should be able to back it on, and we'll just kind of see. So there we go. It's loaded. The irony in all of this, I was backing up and I thought, you know, my whole fear was that that shield would dive into the deck and then fold back under, and that's the shield for the fuel tank. And so it's kind of in a sensitive area. Well, apparently it worked. The shield didn't dig into the deck, but apparently if you hit the back of the trailer, it'll just naturally fall off. Got it back to the yard, and then we didn't really need it till about this spring. So here we are on May 9th. Happy birthday to my mom, by the way. I was like, crap, that'd be really handy to have. So we're back working on it a little bit, checking different pressures, different things like that, you know, really trying to dive in. Because I was talking to a couple different like true mechanics or cat mechanics or guys that really are really good heavy equipment mechanics or heavy diesel tech mechanics. And they were coming up with different stuff. Nothing we checked out, or nothing, you know, between the three of us that we really came up with seemed to work. And so today, in a last-ditch effort, I was trying to air back through the fuel line, because sometimes we've had it where just the pickup tube gets kind of gummed up. That didn't do it. The guy that was running it took it up and down the driveway, and he's like, yeah, no, it's not right. And I could see it smoking. I'm like, all right, bring it back. Well, then, I wish I could take credit for this, but I can't. A 72-year-old man pointed it out to me. He's like, you know, Eric? He's like, that last field was really, really sandy we were in. And I was like, yeah, you're right. He's like, is it possible the air filter just plugged? And I'm like, we'll try it. So we pulled what they call the primary filter out. That's the big one here. I knew as soon as I got my hands on that big filter, I knew she was plugged. And it was just a great feeling. We got it out, and the guy took it up and down the driveway and went down the road. No black smoke, no nothing. And it just was running perfect. So he's on his way to town to get a filter. I'm sitting here with a little bit of wounded pride, just going, I don't care. I got a loader back. That's all that matters. It wasn't something expensive like a injection pump, turbo, head, you know, anything like that, injectors. It's just kind of a simple filter fix. And so some guys would be mad at that. I'm just happy we got the loader back. I was just kind of curious. So 4.68 pounds. But it's funny because, like, the two guys I was talking with, one is a self-employed mechanic, worked in the dirt industry for a long time, then went off on his own. The other guy worked for a very large construction company around cat equipment, you know, all his life. Between the three of us, you know, we were all kind of a little stumped. And so when I was texting one of them back, like, hey, we figured it out. And he's like, what was it? I'm like, oh, it's an air filter. And then he even texted back. He's like, yeah, sometimes it's those simple things. And so it's kind of funny, you know, and sometimes I think we get so used to the big fixes or the big catastrophic losses. Sometimes it overshadows the simple things. But today, I'm very happy that an air filter allowed us to get a third loader back.